So I'm just outside of Osooyos BC, and I am absolutely done. I've been on the road for 2 months plus a day, and I'm just over it. I'm ready to go home. I would like to drive straight home from here, but with that being said, I'm going to spend one more night out just for you. So come along and experience my final night out here together. Let's go. What's up, bro? So I'm just outside of Osooyos, and we're about to drive up this road. It's a little 4x4 road. Should be pretty tame, but it leads up a mountain, and I believe there should be a pretty nice lookout. And judging by the lack of clouds in the sky, it should be a heck of a view. So with that being said, we're gonna get in the van and we're gonna go.
And we're off. This is officially the last leg of my trip. I've been on the road for 2 full months now, and I'm tired. But also, I do not want this trip to end. It's truly a bittersweet moment for me. I've seen so much on this trip, been to so many places, and learned a lot of things, both about where I'm from, and more importantly, about myself. And as I drive up this mountain, I'm truly hit with all the feels.
So this road looks to be about 18 kilometers as per Google Maps. So it's probably taking us quite a while. I'm going pretty slow. Might actually shift in a second gear. We're going pretty slow, but it's a beautiful location. All the grass has changed color.
And as I talk directly into the wind, I admire the stunning landscape that I'm in, and how much that landscape has changed with the unrelenting passage of time. I started this trip at the height of summer, so I've seen the seasons change, from sweltering hot days to days where the sky was filled with wildfire smoke, to epic thunderstorms, cold mornings, the leaves changing, falling, and now the golden glow of the grasslands in early fall. Ooh, look, a cow.
What's up, bro? Couple cows. I believe they lease this land out to ranch owners, so they just eat grass up here. So it's not an uncommon sight. I've seen a lot of poo, and I think I actually seen a cow earlier, but I wasn't paying enough attention to notice it until it was in the distance. But yeah, you'll run into a lot of cows, but hopefully no bears or nothing. But pretty epic view. Enjoying the drive. A little bumpy, a little slow.
Continuing my story, I've seen so much on this trip. It's truly been an amazing experience. And as it's closing, I'm choosing not to be sad, but to be happy. Happy to be here, happy to have been there. This is a celebration of open roads, an open mind, and an open heart. A celebration of the adventure that the van life can bring.
We're on the summit now, tower. It's quite windy and chilly, like I said earlier, but I think whatever, maybe that's the path, not 100% sure. Oh, Jesus. It's the tower. What a spot. There's a little cement thing here. I don't know if that's part of a foundation from a previous tower, or if there's like a fire lookout tower or something over here. But there would definitely be a hell. It is chilly up here. Definitely just an unbelievable view. Wow. Man. But anyways, I'm gonna put a long sleeve on. We'll go back down to the parking area, park there, and probably do the lookout trail. I think it leads out over here maybe, but either way, I think it's just easier to do it at the signpost. And this cell tower did say hazardous, stay back, so I don't want to park next to it. So I put a bit of warm weather gear on. I got my toque. Honestly, I could be wearing gloves, but I don't know, they're here. I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna deal with it. I don't think this is this far. I don't think this is that far. So yeah, we're just gonna go see the viewpoint, take a couple photos, maybe a selfie, and then we're gonna hit the road. So let's go. 1.3K return. That should be pretty easy. Push to the top. Already a pretty sick view. Almost there. Man, oh man, what a place. The final big view of the trip. Just unreal. That's crazy. I'm at 1,873 meters and overlooking Osooyos BC. Dude, unreal landscape. Just, oh, unbelievable. I'm so happy right now. Unreal. Well, we're back on the road on the historic Crow's Nest Highway. We're probably gonna head about halfway back tonight, and we'll find a nice spot to camp for my final night. But just absolutely beautiful country to drive through, especially at this time of year. The sun's still out, but everything's dry and the leaves are changing color. Like I said, just absolutely beautiful country. So yeah, we're just gonna drive, go look for a site, and you know, that's life.
As we make our way to camp, we're going to make one pit stop along the way. I'm heading through Karameas, the fruit stand capital of BC. Obviously, that makes it a must stop. I have to shop at one of the many fruit stands here to load up, because if you didn't, did you really even stop in Karameas?
I think we'll get some onions, and I'll get a giant bag of gala apples right here. I think that might be good enough. I don't really want to carry a pumpkin home with me because it seems unnecessary.
Back on the road, we are officially headed for tonight's campsite. I have a secret spot in mind that's not long of a drive from here. A drive that I surely enjoy. With my time left on the road shrinking, I do my best to soak in every last kilometer of this journey.
Pretty simple dinner. You know, spicy Italian sausage from Buy Little Foods. I was gonna have it for lunch, but since I didn't fully stop properly after Mount Cobao, I pick up my garbage. I'm just gonna eat this now, and then I can just chill for the rest of the night. Throw any firewood, which is a real downer. Pretty good, but I don't have any firewood, which is a downer. I might bust out the propane fire, but I might just retreat back in the van. Not a big deal. Go to bed. Wake up relatively early.
And with that, my final night is officially in the books. Good night, and I will see you in the morning.
Well, good morning. This is officially the last day. I slept in, let it warm up a bit. It's starting to look pretty good out there. So I think I'm going to hop out of bed and get my day started. Honestly, I would like to just get in my van and drive straight home, but that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this off in style, so I got one more thing that I want to do today. So with that being said, I am going to wake up, get my day started, and yeah, finish this thing off in style. So let's go. Well, first things first, I need to use the bathroom. So I'm actually gonna dig out my bucket toilet. So this will be officially the second time I've used this toilet, which, if you think about it, kind of feels like a waste of space. Like, it's not small. I think that's a 10-gallon bucket. It takes up quite a lot of room in the van, and carting that thing around with me everywhere I've been has kind of been a pain. But the one time I used it before was like an emergency situation in the night, and today I have to go to the bathroom. There's no facilities. I'd rather use this bucket than the woods. So highly recommend the bucket toilet. And with that being said, I'm going to use my bucket toilet. Well, it's definitely an outhouse with a view. Got the full 360.
After a thorough hand washing, I busted out the camp stove and the toaster.
Okay, I'm gonna fire up some bagels on the toaster with some peanut butter. This is the peanut butter I bought to bait my mouse traps. So I think it feels kind of coming full circle on my final day to eat the stuff I only bought for my mouse traps. Those mice were a big part of this trip. Probably never forget them. So yeah, I guess it's a little victory meal. But toaster was a good choice. You can fry your bread, but this toaster doesn't take up a lot of room, and I've actually used it quite a bit and thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, peanut butter bagels. Should be good. It's eaten right by the river. Pretty good way to start the day. Okay, I'm ready to roll out of here. Truck's warming up, and we are headed out of here. We're gonna go, I'm just east of Manning Park, so we're gonna go to Manning Park. We're gonna find a hike to do, and that'll be the final thing I do on my trip. So that being said, I'm gonna get in the van, head out of here. Yeah, let's end this thing.
At this point, I was starting to get a little emotional. This is it. One last thing to do, and then it's all over. I roll off the beach and I set my direction towards Manning Park, where I'll do one final hike to send this trip off proper. EC Manning Park is an outdoor paradise, and today it's the absolute perfect way to end this trip. Okay, in quick consultation with Google Maps, I'm headed up this way. I think it makes the most sense, so headed up this way, hope for the best. As I walk down this trail, I couldn't help but reflect on all the places that I've been. This trip was everything I dreamed of. I've driven about 2,500 kilometers and seen so much. From simple things like watching music in the park in Clearwater, BC, to multiple 100-plus kilometer solo canoe trips. It's truly been amazing. I visited 5 national parks, drafted my fantasy football team on a bench in front of the Jasper Public Library. I saw more wildlife than I had in the rest of my life combined. I observed a herd of bighorn sheep while working out in the outdoor gym in Radium, BC. I saw many deer, bear, and even rivers flowing with spawning salmon. I hid from a caribou by standing on a picnic table while hiking Jasper's famous Tonkin Valley. I saw osprey diving into the water for fish as I sat alone on my own private beach. I saw more elk than I ever could have imagined. So many historic buildings, places, and endless views. I experienced every kind of weather, and I honestly don't think I could have asked for anything more. And if you don't think I'm going to run it back next summer, you're crazy. As for this hike, it was alright. It was supposed to be 3 waterfalls. 1 was okay. 2 I'm not even sure was there. But number 3, it does give me the perfect place to end this video. It actually looks pretty spectacular. Well, that's pretty cool. It's a good way to finish this trip. Standing in a big old rock slide, looking at Derrick Falls. I think it's cool right here. Got like a little avalanche slide zone. It's just a different color from everything else. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. That's it. That's the end of my trip. It's the last thing I'm doing. I'm headed right after this to go home and pet my dogs. That's it. 2 months and a day. 2 months and 2 days. I'm not really sure. On the road, living the van life. Exploring BC, where I'm from. So with that being said, peace.